Hi, Julie Jones from SSB Performance, Smarter, Stronger, Better Mindset Training, here with this week's Mindset Made Simple Tip of the Week, brought to you by Game Day Sportswear. Before we get into it this week, I'm encouraging you to join me this Friday as we drop our 5th or 6th podcast, Game Changers Athlete Edition, with Courtney Harmon and Julie Jones, as we bring Katie Scott, professional soccer player from the KC Current. I've worked with Katie for the past 4 or 5 years, and she's an amazing human being. It's a great episode for athletes to listen to, parents too, but for all of us, Katie shares a lot of information on how she has risen to the ranks of professional soccer player representing the United States in U.S. soccer as a 17-year-old athlete. So I hope you'll join us. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to your podcast, check it out. But for this week and our tip, we are talking about choice points and coins, and you'll get it in a minute, navigating the game of life play by play every day. And here we are, championship time, right? For a lot of people in the spring, it's time to put the rubber to the road and make choices. We're going to have a lot of choices to make under pressure as the next few weeks come our way. Even for those trying to decide what to do next year, lots of choices. And if you've ever felt like you're at the fork in a road, whether it's in sport and leadership or life, you know what this feels like. One way leads you down the path that you prepared for, that you're ready for, that you want to be on, and the other one, not so much. These choice points arise constantly. It could be when someone cuts you off at traffic. It could be when a player talks back. It could be when a coach says something to you that throws you off your game. It could be when the plan goes sour or when you don't trust whatever's in front of you. All of these things are choice points. And we know this. We can't always control what's going on around us, but we can always manage our response. And when we start to think about all these choice points, we start to notice the decision-making moments, and if we can be better at understanding what our choices really are, we're going to make better decisions. And that's where this week's story begins. I was driving to my friend's house. I've been down this road hundreds of times, heading to her house, and on the side, there is this building. It's on the corner, and it's in like an old, I wouldn't call it a strip mall because this is an older part of town, but this old building with a bunch of different stores in it. And this one is called Just for Today. And I've noticed it before, and it's a pretty bland looking place, nothing too fancy. And this time I looked into it a little bit more. I knew what the pretense was of it, but it's where people who are going through the 12-step program in Alcoholics Anonymous, they go there for meetings and to build relationships and to connect and to stay on track. Just for today. That's a big phrase in the 12-step program. Just for today. Not looking at the long haul. Not looking at what you've done in the past, but just for today. I thought, oh, this is awesome. It's a genius way to look at things. And it's something that we can pull into our performance, into our coaching, into our leadership, into conference championship time. And then I really started to think about how the AA program works. And those of you familiar are, probably realize that when people reach milestones, they get what they call chips or coins. They get a coin after 24 hours of sobriety. They get a coin after 30 days, it's 60 days, 90 days, and then every year after that. And if you look in the pocket at a lot of people going through the program, they'll have a coin in their pocket. Why? Because it's a physical reminder of the work that they've put in, of the hard things that they've overcome. And if that coin's not there and something comes up to try to sway them off of the path, it might be harder to make that decision at that choice point. Do we stay on the path that we're on for 90 days or 90 weeks or 10 or 20 years? Or do we give in to the emotion and the thought of whatever it is and we blow it? Well, our choice points in athletics may not be as serious as that, but we're constantly coming up to them, constantly faced with these choice points. And we all need a coin. That was my thought. And I work on these things with people every week, right? Resets and all these different things, but we all need a coin. It's a signpost, a reminder that helps us catch the storm before it hits, before the flood breaks through the wall. These coins are like mental speed bumps that say, hey, a warning sign, slow down, stay in control. I've got this in my pocket, and this reminds me of who I am and where I want to go. The coin says, hey, you're about to get off course, or hey, you're not living up to your values, or hey, you have a choice to make right now. What are you going to do? That's the question. We all need these built-in reminders, especially in the fast-moving world of sport and leadership and pressure. We all need a coin. So what's your coin? Sometimes we repeat a word. Sometimes we take a deep breath. Sometimes it's a hand gesture. Maybe sometimes it's slapping your legs like Katie Scott does when she's out representing the United States and a mistake happens or something. Slap your legs and then say your thought, your whatever your word is, and go about your business. Next, play. Whatever it is, these all need to say pause, refocus, and decide. I often talk to hitters about hitting and how really simple it is. I mean, you're looking and you have to make sure you're actually seeing what you're looking at, but it's identify, decide, and act. Identify what the pitch it is, decide what you could do with it, and then act. Either let it go or you swing. That's it. It's that simple. I know it's not that simple, but pause, refocus, and decide. That's what these signals, these signposts, these coins are meant to help us do. And this just for today principle is genius, right? It reminds us we don't have to worry about forever. We have to focus on now. And maybe we should recoin, no pun intended, a phrase that says just for now. Just for now, I'm going to stay focused. Just for now, I'm going to stay committed. Not for 10 minutes from now, but for now, because I know I can do that. Just for now, I'll speak with purpose. Just for now, I'll stick to the plan. Just for now, I will reset quickly. Man, it makes things seem a lot easier. It's like when I break my workout in to 15-minute segments. 15 minutes is doable. 3 15-minute segments at the beginning, you're like, oh my gosh, I've got 45 minutes. Whew. I never stop after the first 15. I never stop after the second 15. I go always to the third 15. But it's for now that I'm in charge of. This mindset is both powerful in recovery and in performance. And these milestones are not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about one clear-minded decision at a time. And that's what builds great games, great performances, great conversations, whatever it might be. And we can bring all of this thinking into our performance, into our leadership, into our coaching. I talk every week with teams and athletes and business people alike about a reset, right? Maybe it's a glove swipe, it's a phrase, it's a clap and a stomp and a smile. Maybe it's, I don't know, you're tightening your ponytail, you're pinching the side of your leg. But we all need a physical and mental way to get back to present and be able to make the best decision at the time, to break momentum or gain momentum, to get the mistake out of the way, let the frustration go before they spiral us into some place that we don't want to go down that path over there. We all need a coin. We all need a reset that reminds us of who we are, who we want to be in the moment, and what our options are. Without it, we speed through things, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, how'd we get here? This is unbelievable. These resets help us act with intention, not emotion. It's not about pretending everything's fine. It's about reminding ourselves that when we're in control, we can manage what comes next. And the research is clear that present moment awareness wins. Present moment awareness wins. Studies in mindfulness, in cognitive control, and in performance psychology all agree. And Kabat-Kins in 2003 said this: the ability to pause, assess, and act with intention, not impulse, is a core differentiator between average and exceptional performances and performers. I'll say it again. The ability to pause, assess, and act with intention, not impulse, is a core differentiator between average and exceptional performers. When we notice choice points, when we use coins or signposts or resets or whatever you want to call it to guide us and commit to just for today or just for now, we're building our muscle of presence. Being present makes a difference because presence equals power, plain and simple. So here's our challenge for this week. Pick a phrase for your choice point. Here's a good one. Here's your moment. That's a great thing to say when you get to a choice point. Choose your coin. Is it a tap, a breath, changing your vision, something in your pocket? Maybe you need a coin or a back pocket note like we use with our athletes. Write your just for today or your just for now statement and start your morning with it. Just for today, I will. Just for now, before you head into a game or whatever it is, I will. Whew, makes it so much more simple. Just for now. And then finally, track your resets. Every time that you notice that when you do an evaluation, I was able to reset and bounce back really quickly there. I snap back really quickly. Celebrate it. Because the better you get at that, the better the decisions you will make. And remember, perfection is not required. Awareness is. We don't win the day with one big decision. We win with one small, powerful, intentional choice at a time. And if we screw up, it's all right. Reset, recenter, re-engage, and then go after it just for today. So again, check out the podcast. Listen to Katie. She's going to talk a little bit about this kind of thing as well. But what's your coin just for today? What's your coin just for now? It's powerful stuff. And until next week, just for now. Have a great week.